the clearest way to get this federally legalized, regulated, is to just say, look, think about pain management. You want to be at end of
Yep.
life for cancer
Hmm.
patients. We all know somebody in our lives who was dealing with massive pain, had never tried cannabis, and then during, their hospice care or whatever it
Yep.
was giving cannabis and was like, oh my God, I should have been doing this for the last 10 years when I was in pain instead of taking Oxycontin or other, things. And so pharmaceuticals know, CPG companies, hey, they need something because alcohol is
You got it.
absolutely in decline
Yep.
between Ozempic and young people just not drinking. I was reading a statistic the other day, Ford. My Lord, the alcohol companies are sitting on massive, massive caches of premium and just regular liquor and spirits. So they can't move it. Wine, people stop drinking.
Yeah, I read the other day Gallup. I think Gallup said that alcohol consumption is down to 54%. Gen Z is drinking, 50% of Gen Z is drinking when previous generations were at like 70%.
Mm.
I mean, that's a massive dip. A lot of the newest, we talked to Total Wine the other day, and Total Wine said that most of their new 30 some odd percent of their new consumers are actually coming into the store looking for THC beverages. Yeah. And they're
Wow.
not walking out with alcohol either. They're not even like, it's not like a lead generation. They're finding alcohol and lead. They're coming specifically for that and they're leaving with that. So yeah,
And the taxes are significant. Yeah, Andrew, from Sparkplug, it's 15, 10, 15, 20% is what you could expect to pay in taxes as a cannabis company and a retailer.
Certainly. Well, taxes for cannabis companies are extremely onerous. On the one hand, there's the classic excise taxes that you're talking about. What do you pay at the counter over and above the purchase price? But as Ford mentioned, tax code 280E prevents these businesses from deducting most of their expenses from their tax bill. So they're paying 60, 70% effective tax rates. So if you were to legalize and remove 280E, then these businesses would be profitable overnight instead of losing money or just barely getting by. So from our perspective, when we see our customers under that burden operating successfully with the grit to actually power through that, imagine if any of these big tech companies were paying 70% effective tax rates. That would not be okay. We would not like to see that on the P&L. Well, these businesses, if they can get over that hump from a legislative perspective, it's a game changer. And then yes, those state level excise taxes, which today are putting a really challenging burden on them, would be survivable. They would be workable. And the states
Mm.
would be able to take in that tax revenue without unduly pushing customers into the illicit market. Like the California market has really struggled with getting people to transition from illicit purchasing to legal purchasing because of that difference in taxes. The expense is just a lot higher. But if you were able to give those businesses a fighting chance by removing that overarching federal tax burden, I think that would change the game and allow states to take in more revenue.
If you're an independent content creator or you're building any kind of community oriented business like I am, just making great videos or awesome websites, it's not enough. You need to spend real time with your community. And you need to do that with tools that allow you to see what's going on and communicate smoothly and crisply with your community members. That's why I'm so happy to partner with Circle, the complete community platform for creators and brands. With Circle, you're going to get an easy way to build branded websites that help you with email marketing strategies. That's super clutch. And AI agents that can help you design, manage data, and even do the branding. We use Circle here at Launch to keep up with our Founder University community. We've done 14 Founder Universities around the world, and they've helped us grow that from this tiny little program out of our office in Austin to this bona fide international movement. And they can do the same for your startup. Twist listeners can get $1,000 off Circle's professional plan by going to circle.so/twist. That's CIRCLE.so/twist.